Oh, I think this is actually my first time showing my face on this channel. Oh well. Anyways, hello everybody. As the decade closes, I've been recollecting my favorite music tracks from video games. As you've seen from the title, I will be listing and explaining why I love these tracks and maybe some other things. Anyways, let's get on with this. There's a movie that you might have seen called Scott Pilgrim vs. the World, directed by Edgar Wright. In the movie, the main character Scott finds a love interest in the form of a new girl in town called Ramona Flowers. But getting in love with Ramona becomes a problem for Scott, because for 7 jealous evil exes that Scott has to fight. The movie is very video game based with the effects and such, so of course they turned it into a game. Unfortunately, you can't play the game. Anyways, the game is a beat-em-up with great-looking sprite work. When the gameplay starts, you are in a city during winter. That's when another winter starts playing. This theme sets the tone for the area, mixing with the gameplay to have a fun and great listening experience. So many people have heard it because it is the only level in the demo of the game, and I love it. Moving on, let's talk about something everyone knows, Undertale by Toby Fox. Okay, yes, I know that, but here's the thing. I don't care. Okay, so, to start, Undertale is a great game, yada yada yada. Hey, let's get on into the music. So Undertale, as everyone knows, has a great soundtrack, and even though this isn't my favorite track in the game, it's still one of my favorites. So, imagine this. You meet a smug, crazy, obnoxious robot named Mettaton. You go through some ordeals with him when you finally fight him in his normal form. You hear the song Little Crusher and you think, oh yeah, this is pretty good. And then you flip the switch on the back of Mettaton, then this plays. Death by Daylight perfects the theme of the boss fight of Mettaton, Neo, and its whole performance theme. This added on with Mettaton dancing just creates a great theme for the segment in the game. On the topic of Undertale, let's talk about Deltarune. So imagine this. You've been poking around in the game trying to find out some lore, and you come across a mysterious person in a sort of cell inside of the castle. He tells you to bring 3 keys and something will happen. You go far back and talk to Sean the shopkeeper. He seems surprised and concerned about you wanting to let the mysterious person out. He gives you 1 key and tells you hints for the other keys' locations. After figuring out the hints and getting the keys, you go back to the cell with the weird figure. You open the door and walk inside. You see this jester staring you down. Eventually, after some weird dialogue and his rhymes, you figure out his name is Jevil. He then talks about playing a simple numbers game where whoever's health goes to 0 loses. Suddenly, the fight starts and the music begins. The wheels are revolving, fits very well out of atmosphere in the boss fight. The music makes a great loop for the time you spend on this crazy and difficult fight. Once again, Toby Fox makes an absolute banger for his game. If you love Nintendo or fighting games, you know what the Smash Bros. Franchise is. With the newest addition to the series, Super Smash Bros. Ultimate, as soon as you get into the game, the music starts. Life for Life is a great song everyone knows, which is made for the World of Light/story mode of the game. The lyrics of the song relate to fighting the corrupted spirits and going through your journey. The song fits beautifully through the entire game, including the fighting modes where you hear various remixes like in the menu and stages like Battlefield. Oh boy, time for Mega Man. Anyways, Mega Man 2 is a really good game, which I even speedrun on Twitch for a bit. Please follow my Twitch, links in the description. Anyways, when you head on to the end of the game, you reach Wily Stage 1. And holy crap, it's so good! As soon as you get into the stage, it hits you with this great banger throughout the challenging stage. Hearing the song gives you an energetic feeling as you fight your way through enemies. Thank you, Capcom, for this old banger. If you grew up with an N64, you would understand the feeling. I mean, I wouldn't. I'm only 14, but still. Anyways, if you did grow up with an N64, you probably had The Legend of Zelda: Ocarina of Time. In the game, you find a house with a happy man holding some sort of instrument. The song that plays during is called the Song of Storms for a reason that I will explain in a bit. The song gives a mysterious and weird feel. You even go on your way. Way later in the game, in the future, you go back to the house to find the man furiously winding the instrument with a crazed look on his face. But then you realize, you hear the same song, but faster and crazier than before. This is my favorite version of the Song of Storms. You keep the song in your Ocarina of Time and use it outside. As you could assume, the song can make a storm start or do random effects to the world around you. The song is great and wonderful to listen to in your spare time. About a year ago, I played Mario Odyssey, and during the time I was playing, I was waiting for New Donk City, one of my favorite parts of the game. After reaching NDC and doing the missions, you reach the big show. As you start the huge Donkey Kong reference in the game, you hear Jump Up Superstar. Jump Up Superstar is an awesome song to listen to, with the lyrics from Pauline reminding you of the old time saving her from DK. The sound effects in this song also work great with the event going on. When you reach the end of the part, you see Pauline with the band members, and you just have to stand there and enjoy the song. To end off part 1, we go with Terraria. Okay, so you fight a boss known as the Wall of Flesh. He can be tough, but while you fight him, you hear the boss theme. Boss 2 gives off a crazy fast-paced boss run, which is great for fighting the Wall of Flesh to get you in hard mode. Boss 2 isn't a theme I would listen to in my spare time, but still really good nevertheless. Thank you so much for watching part 1, and remember to like and subscribe for part 2 coming very soon. Let me know your favorite songs in the comments below. Links are always in the description. Part 2 will come out after New Year's though, so Happy New Year's, and thank you guys and gals so much for supporting the channel.